Oh my god, they are going for it. Here we go. Oh, I love it. I love it. They think that they are winning right now. Well, well, well. Not exactly, my friend. Oh, they don't know. They don't know. This is exactly as I imagined it. Enjoy, guys. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolutely degenerate RAM. This is honestly the most evil idea I have heard in this standard, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So what's the big deal? We are using Smuggler Surprise to cast creatures at flash speed. And I'll tell you, one of those creatures will be Phyrexian Obliterator. And the beautiful part is that your opponent thought the board is empty. They didn't know anything will be blocking because there were no creatures on your side. And suddenly they are attacking with their huge power creatures into Obliterator, the one thing you never want to do. And I mean, they instantly need probably to sacrifice their whole board. So this is very often like one play kill. Your opponent just sees what's up and is like, gotcha, and he scoops. So I really think you will like it. Alright guys, have fun and enjoy. Right, we're going first. I mean, we have Obliterator and the Surprise, so count me in already. I think we have to use this turn to go for the value. So we go second, this is 3, 4, and 5. I'll risk it. Like, we have a lot of lands, we should hit more. And even if we don't, I think we can, worst case, kinda play it out, you know? This is a... oh, this is a forest. I kinda forgot that we will have 4 mana, but not 4 black one, because Glimpse the Core gets forests. But you know, you don't really have a way around it, so we kinda need to deal with it. And we have Smuggler Surprise, we actually have the Wastes. So we are kinda close. Beastbinder. Is that Rat deck? Seems like it, seems like it. Definitely the turn for this. You know what? We can also go around Beastbinder because this has the effect when it attacks. And there won't be a creature in the board when it attacks, but it will be when we block. Invasion of Amonkhet. Oh, if we discard it, they will know, but I still think we have to go for this play. Like, we need to kinda go for it, you know? And they want to slowly flip it. That means they will do it on the next turn as well. Smuggler's Surprise could be better later. So let's... they don't flip anything right now. So we can kinda, you know, wait a little bit. I don't really want to play this into open mana. So, if I do this, I might get go for the Throated or Counterspell, and that's it. So I think what we will do is just remove it. This is only 2 loyalty or, you know, defense counters, so I don't think it makes any difference. This does. This absolutely does. So I can go for Obliterator right now and try to go for Leafar, but they will have... so we are gifting a card. Man, that's kinda rough, to be absolutely honest. I could try to draw cards with this. So right now what they are choosing? Smuggler's Surprise, probably. That's not what I wanted to play, but I don't think we can win with just Obliterator. Like, this is Dimir in the end. Well, that's probably a game. That's probably a game. Oh boy. Maybe he will give us better target, because, well, those draws sucked, bro. Like, this is... so they take the Obliterator and we have to kill it. However, we have Rex, we have Tyrant, so I think we can still win this. Yep, let's kill it. That means it's harder to flip this. They really want to flip it, especially against our deck. And here's another Obliterator, so that's something. They know we have go for the Throat. So this won't leave. I'm guaranteeing that it will die in some way. However, it slows them down. So we might get another draw. Maybe we attack with the Cottage, do something like this. I mean, sure. So they have another one. I think we force them to use it, you know? They need to tap mana, they need to do way more. And do you even want to answer it? Not really. Yep, as expected, it's actually a good case because that was 2 for 1. And now we can use this. They have the Obliterator, we know about it, right? So I guess we kinda cannot do this. Well, well, well. What a nice draw. Right, Tyrant. They cannot. Well, they can attack with Reef, but we go for the throw then. Alright. Alright, guys, we need to survive. Do they have rats? There is a rat, but they need 7 cards. And they need to pay mana, which will slow them down a little bit. This is rough, man. This is really rough. They don't do anything. We can activate the cottage. And I think this is a great play. They will probably use removal, but that's good. That's good. Oh, we blocked it? That's way more than I expected. They might have another virtue, but we'll work with it. Sure, that's actually okay. I don't really mind it. That means they probably won't get the answer and will just go for the throat. They're already super late with virtues. I don't think they will have enough time. We just need to draw good cards, man. Please, good cards from the top, one after another, so I can absolutely reclaim all the value. No way this is Phantom Interference on 1 blue. No way. Thank you. Okay, this made my heart pump. Alright, Bitter Triumph is okay. You know that worst case we can kill our own Tyrant to draw a card? And Obliterator is not great against us, like we have all the answers. So, they know about this one, so let's use it now. They can use the Reef, by the way, so we need to keep it in mind. And they want to cast this, so they get the value. I think we'll Bitter Triumph our own Tyrant for the extra tempo and extra value. Oh, I love it. I actually love it. So that was the card. This might be really good for us. We just go with a free draw. Yep, yep. And now they cannot... This is what I meant. They are late with this, and when they will be able to cast it, it will be a bit too late. You know, the draw is not probably the most, value pack card of Magic, but it should be good enough. And if they want to cast it, they need to take full turn off, and they also need to top deck a land, which they didn't do. I mean, we're top decking lands all great. They can learn from us. So Edict won't work, and go for the throat won't work. So they're in some trouble. I think they should have one of those, right? Okay, that's fine. We really want to keep this value engine, because it will be very hard to redraw all the value without it. But I really need some creatures. Like, we need something. We can postpone first Resurrection from Virtue. They top deck a land, and that was their best draw. They wanted to get it. It also had to be untapped. So we are in some trouble. Obliterator is a nice draw because it triggers the Tyrant. So it gives us more tempo, more cards. See, it's not hard. Just draw the right cards. I tell you, man, just try draw the right cards. And I think with this we should be winning, right? What is their best card? Nothing. Obliterator, Tyrant. They can get Tyrant, so they can live game. This will be a bit of a problem, but so we need to maximize the damage to the face. And yeah, even if they can block, they need to block what? 13 damage with Trample? Actually more, this also has Trample, so they need to block 19 damage. So even though they have a free 7 drop, it still might not be enough. They cannot attack into Obliterator, they also don't want to block Obliterator, so now they need to get really good cards from the top. Like Deadly Cover-Up would be extremely good for them. We are also tapped, so we cannot interact in any way. Alright. So, this is interesting. We need to win on this turn, probably. Listen, like I cannot even overthink it, even if I want. I just need to swing all, you know? Let's see what the combat tricks are. They can activate Reef, use removal, something like this, but I don't think they can get rid of all the 3 creatures. They can take hit from Rex if they block with Tyrant. However, oh my god, if they block, they will just kill it and we deal 8 damage with Trample. Because the new token isn't blocking, so it doesn't absorb any damage. They are getting 3 life gain though. Well, we have to go for this, right? Otherwise they get too much value. Still not bad for them, but I think if we remove it, it won't be enough. Because it's a new creature, so this fizzles and they don't get any value. I mean, not except the one. They can still block, but the rest of the damage goes through. Alright, man, this was so close. Virtue was exactly one turn late, and this is when I mentioned that it's a little bit late. That's why. If they had extra turn on this, I think they would overpower us. Alright then, not the most exploding hand ever, you know, but we have half of our black cost. This is actually a really good draw, man. Man, this... Oh my god, I don't want to show it. I don't want to show... You know what? We have triple black. There is a chance we'll just hardcast. Because if I surveil it into the graveyard, the surprise factor is completely gone. And that's kinda a big deal. We're against Boros tokens, or, you know, the Forge deck, basically. So, honestly, if they attack with, like, 5 power or something, we just force them to sacrifice so much, man. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Let's go black mana here. And then we go... This one only can take forest, so we need to be aware of it. Always be aware of it. We are still lacking the fourth one, but I hope we can get there. Forge, normally this is abysmal. However, here, there is a chance. We just need to cast Obliterator. They have Sunfalls in the deck, so... You know, we need to be kinda smart, and they are doing a lot of cards, so they will soon have insane advantage. Alright. Okay, so we cannot do it on this turn. I think we have to go for this play. Like, we are doing, you know, the big thing. I would love to get the, you know, Smuggler surprise. Because if I play it, they will never attack for a very long time. We take this damage, they are already drawing a card, but that's it for the turn at least. They will draw another one with Fountain Port probably. I think they will pass the turn. Yep. And that's it. Or they do something more. They could level up the talent to get the token, I guess. And they're not getting the value, so I think they wanted to go long term. I think they're waiting for the next turn so they don't need to activate it, you know. Oh boy, I could try to raise them, you know. Maybe this is the play, because I have 7 mana, I can draw a card, but they will probably answer. They might cast Sunfall. On the next turn we can use 3 mana to basically filter mana for the 4th black, so we can actually go this into this, which is really cool. I think we actually go for this play. I will try to raise them, which won't be easy, but it provides so much pressure. In all honesty, they should wait, you know, and see what we cast. They kinda gave us a little bit of extra information. Not the biggest deal, but, you know, still good for us. Go, my Rex. Do the thing. Do the thing that you always do. And that is a very quick file. They're on 3, so this is only 3 damage, and that's basically it for the turn. So they will amp it up super hard, but for now it's not enough yet. And we have removal, so we can negate one of the turns like this. If they tap to answer this, we can go Trailblazer into Obliterator, and I think they have Sunfalls in the deck, right? So, yep, here we go. As expected, they are also drawing card, but they already drew the Forge. Well. Alright, guys. This is the moment. We need to re-roll with it. Oh boy. Let's see. This will be a huge attack on this turn, right? This will be 4, but the point is that they can actually go for this. Well, alright. That means 2 tokens, so we actually double block with Oblit. Oh my god, they are going for it. 2 mana, which means only Lightning Helix. Here we go. Oh, I love it. They think that they're winning right now. Well. Not exactly, my friend. No, they don't know yet. Well. Okay, this is definitely not what they expected, and on 2 mana they probably cannot remove it, unless they have Get Lost. But so far I have only seen Lightning Helix. Well, let's see it. I think they will kill one of them, but I hope that they cannot deal damage. They probably... Maybe they have Get Lost, let's see it, but Lightning Helix seems more probable. It feels like Helix. Torch the tower, alright. Very smart way to go about it. Absolutely. Love it. But still, the damage goes through. And, well, they can actually try to sacrifice the token, right? Before it deals damage, but they really want to get rid of this one Obliterator. So even though this was a real masterclass from our opponent, how to negate the most of it, and it hurt already. Oh, it already hurt. They aren't forced to attack, so they can just wait until, you know, it's redraw. Well, this is not great for them, no? And now they don't have interaction anymore. So, what we will do, you need manual tap, because tapper doesn't know. Even the tapper doesn't know. We need to play it now. We need 4 black mana. That's one of the reasons the Trailblazer is in the deck. As you can see, very cool synergy, allowing us to cast it and instantly draw a card. I would love to have this 1 extra mana. However, we have 7 toughness, so it should be really hard to go through us. They can go Sunfall, and then those will appear after the sweeper. So, oh, I forgot, they don't have mana. So they will recover in like 3-4 turns, but we will probably, you know, finish them in this time. Alright, what is the play? Obviously they need to... Oh, they drew it. That was the top deck. Because they would use it before if they could. This feels like Lightning Helix, right? So 7 damage, that's not too much. Not too much. We have double removal, we can discard a new card. But this is close, so I expect a Lightning Helix when we pump the Trailblazer. That means they will pass the turn if they have the card. Man, if they didn't draw this, they didn't use it and it was extremely good on the last turn, so that means that was a new card for this turn. However, we can do a lot of stuff here. We go for Obliterator, because that's the card they do... Well, if they have Get Lost, they want to do it, right? And they probably do not. Go for the Throat. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll actually take it. Do I want more than... Yep, that means that Obliterate... let's go for green mana here. This kinda gives away that we have something that is black, so that means probably removal. But you know, that's 7. And we don't show Cottage yet. But they're probably at 10, I would guess. I think they're waiting with this Lightning Helix, kill this, and then this doesn't go lethal. Now they have another turn. However, we have 2 removal spells. That's something they don't know of. I'm kinda considering if we go Cottage. Let's see how much damage we deal. Yep, as expected. So, some of you will say that maybe I should Disfigure and deny the life gain and win the game right now. Absolutely not. Why? I need to think of an excuse, alright? Give me a moment. The truth is I was focused on talking and I just pressed the button and then I realized what happened. But, oh, I know. We are going for the hard win, alright? We are showing you that even with a huge misplay that the night the win for full turn, we can still win. That's the experiment. We are doing it the hard way. To be absolutely honest, I'm not sure if it will make a difference. However, they have a sample. The problem is that we played Cottage, so after they sweep with a perfect draw, it's still not enough. Still not enough. So what we will do, let's go for this. There's no point in going Bitter Triumph because we need to pay 3 life and this deals 3 damage, so it's kinda the same. And 1 Lightning Helix won't kill us, they don't have mana for double Lightning Helix. So yeah, that should be it, you know? And they already used to. So let's see it. Our Obliterator and our Cottage are waiting for this win. Please ignore the fact that the game should end 1 turn ago, alright? I am focused on, you know, the cool stuff. I need to, you know, up my excuse game a little bit. So, we take 3 damage. If we're at 3, I think we would lose, because there's actually a real chance they have another Helix, but I don't think they have 2. And this has Trample, so it's very hard. Like, those cores don't have good ways to destroy creatures without dealing damage. It's basically only Get Lost and Sunfall. They already top-decked 1 Get Lost, and Sunfall, they don't have enough mana. So I think they run out of options. And yeah, see, we proved the point that you don't need to go for instant lethal, you know, the late one is good. Alright, we're going first, and I mean, we have a lot of removal, we have ramp, I really like this hand. We're going with a tap land because I think we should have enough time to just, you know, keep removing those creatures. Alright, that's an interesting one. So, if we're against Golgari, those cards, well, especially the Disfigures are a little bit worse, and we definitely need the 4th mana for Zendikar because we are kinda stuck right now. Alright, oh, I think we're both having troubles, but we are better player and we top deck the card that wins us the game. Honestly, it's extremely bad for our opponent right now. We definitely need 1 black. And I guess, let's go another black, because we might be forced to Obliterator into Disfigure, and that's 5 black mana. And we can always go for Forest on Pain, so I think that's okay. We want the Rex as soon as possible. Alright, let's go like this. That's a little bit slower than we would like to, but you know, we will go with it. There's not great moment for Obliterator because we need to push this damage as hard as possible. I tried to take some swamps so Glimpse the Core can still, you know, ramp us if in case we draw one of the 4 ones. We don't really want to hit Zendikar with Rex, so they won't be flipped probably unless we go Obliterator, but it's still a little bit risky. What core is that? Domain deck? Huh. I'm not sure what we're... Oh, Reanimator with Tyrant. Probably a Traxxer, right? So I think the Tyrant might be the second thing. However, they will have insane problem against Rex. And we can amp it with Cottage on the next turn, so this could be 8 and 12, which is exactly lethal in 2 turns. And we also have go for the... I think we won. We just need to go super quickly, super hard. That's a huge swing. So now they need to kind of do something huge on this turn. They probably need all the mana they have to do it. But if they tap fully, that means they cannot defend against the Cottage, which means they are dead. And we can remove all the creatures that they can play. So I honestly think this might be their last turn of game. I mean, Rex is doing it again. This time against Zultai, I think it's Reanimator. I wonder if that's 4 Tyrants for Atrax or they just went full Tyrant mode. Which props to them, I'll be honest. I like this approach. Alright, let's sit. This is their big turn. They need to win the game on this. They cannot target Rex. I wonder if they play Deadly Cover-Ups. They cannot Sunfall, but they can Deadly Cover-Up because they have double black. Usually you don't play those. Alright, I mean, this is kinda okay, right? It's kinda okay. Alright, I mean, with the life gain from this, they can actually survive a bit longer. But the poison might get them. That's it. But that would give them the full next turn, right? So they can reanimate something else. They're not cast... That's a weird chapter. Why would you go for chapter 1 then? I guess they want to delay the thing, but... It's risky. It's risky. So do I go with the Cottage already? I will have 4 mana, so if I tap right, I can still play the Obliterator. I mean, it's not very bad, right? We don't have removal, but they shouldn't be able to kill us in 1 turn. But they will just block the Cottage. Alright. I think that's not the play for this turn yet. They also get more life gain and more cards, so I think they will block just to, you know, get the thing. However, don't forget, next Rex from the top wins the game because they are at 8 poison. If this one hits again, kinda the same. Kinda the same. And I think now we go with Zendikar and the Obliterator. It makes our draws better, it gives us more potential on the next turn in case we hit like super good. And yeah, it also provides a very weird pressure because now it's not easy for them to attack. I don't think Obliterator will do much, but I think it will tap 2 mana. Or, you know, straight up win the game because they seem to be not able to answer. You know what? I applaud my opponent. He tried to make something cool. But yeah, Atrax would probably be a little bit better. Alright guys, we're going first. We have Obliterator. We have kinda a lot of mana to cast it. Yeah, I think it could be really good. We need to see what the next cards are, because they will decide which direction we're going with, but let's start with Swamp. So for example, you can draw, you know, a Golgariant on the next turn, so maybe we can Obliterate on turn 4. A Warden. Unless it gets flying, it's not as bad. So we have to really go for the run plan, I guess. With Zendikar we kinda... Like, the plan is kinda clear. It's not Obliterator yet. Probably just Zendikar into Aether Rex, or maybe Smuggler's Surprise. If we drew Smuggler's Surprise, I think that would be the best draw. So they're going for main phase Scry, which is correct decision. They're wasting 1 damage on this turn, and they're getting 1 damage every next turn until end of the game, and an instant Scry. See? Just being good at Magic. You need to know which card to ask to Shuffler, and then you win. So, what do we want? Like 1 forest, 1 swamp, right? Then we have 4 black and triple green if we have to, so we can kinda, you know, be flexible. And on the... oh my god, on the next turn we can do the thing! Oh, and they won't know it. I hope they cannot get it to flank on the next turn. With empty board, they probably won't go for it. And even though the opening is absolutely insane, of course there's Recruiter, right? You know the drill. The deck completely butchered with rotation. just of course. And we need to go with Smuggler's Surprise. And we'll try to block 2 creatures and basically murder their whole board because they will have to sacrifice so much stuff. Oh, they don't know. They don't know. This is exactly as I imagined it. Enjoy, guys. Yep. Our opponent knows that something is wrong, but he doesn't know exactly what. Oh, and now the truth is out there. A random get lost. Of course. Why wouldn't you have it, right? So we have to go for mitigation of the most damage. Well, it wasn't as glorious, but our opponent got one of the 4 cards of his deck that actually answers this situation, which of course means he's a great player. So what we have to do is go Zendikar. It's still kinda fine. Let's go like this. Now we need to start flipping. We actually need to... We cannot raise them. We need to go for this kind of play. And then we can start blocking a little bit with maybe Bitter Triumph. And we need to go into Tyrant right now. We can start flipping those Skyclaves very quickly. And let's pump this guy. No Trample, but Vigilance is really good, so we'll get the most of those stats. Here you go. Just name the card, see? However, they know, so we need to be careful. I think we want the removal, because the damage on this turn will insanely stack. We might actually die, but their mana is kinda low. 3 mana means Recruiter only. Unless they play a 1-drop into Recruiter. Just Recruiter. Go for it, my red hasty champion. Alright, let's see the pump from the frontliner. This won't be easy to cast Bitter Triumph. So let's see, we will take so much damage. So we definitely block something. This is not a permanent pump, so we go like this. And yeah, and then we need to decide if we want to remove it. I mean, it's actually better this turn anyway. So then it's what? 4, 7, 9, 12 damage. Man, this is so close. But I think we'll win. Alright, just making sure we won't throw the game by... Oh my god, I was scared that was a Painland. Oh my god, man, my heart just absolutely went crazy. Alright, so now we go Tyrant. And now we will start live gaining so much, I think we won the game. Man, 1 life. That was so close. So what we have to go for? And well, I guess we can play this and see the Scry first. Or Surveil. Do I want to draw a card? Not really. I want something that matters for the next turn. Because we are actually drawing a card on this turn as well. Let's get on this guy, because this will be the one blocking. I guess this could also work. Go for... I mean, it's kinda okay. Sure, we actually have mana to cast it. So we go like this, and do we go with the Rex or we wait? Because we will live gain through them very easily. Yeah, I think all we need is just wait 1 turn, because they cannot, you know, outvalue us, and they cannot attack us. They also don't have flyers. And we are live gaining so much that Warden won't do it. Yep, and this is how we win. Man, we went 2-1, we played Obliterator, they managed to answer everything, however, not another Tyrant. Sure. Do I want to kill this in response? Probably not yet. I want them to tap everything. This means they cannot really attack. This is right, like their last turn. See? They really want to kill us on this one. That's why we needed all the potential that we have. And we need to go for the throat with one of the creatures, so we need to block first. That's it. Are they really so good at Magic that they won anyway with their haste? 9 damage for 4 mana. Oh my god, this deck is really fun for everyone. I think they were one... Man, that was again 1 damage off, and they don't even want to try to play the game anyway. Man, that was so close. But we can kill them on the next turn, so that was 24 damage and they can't kill anything. I'm kinda baffled that the game was so close after I had 30-13 stats. So yeah, that was the absolute evil creation. Man, I loved it from the first time. Moment I've seen this, this idea of Smuggler Surprise and Obliterator in comments under one of the RAM videos, it was like, oh my god, this is it. That's perfect. This is perfection. So I really enjoyed this game plan, man. One of the issues with Obliterator is that if you ever play this card, you know they never attack you. And once they're attacked, they're going so wide that they try to kill you. So even if they sacrifice something, they can kinda endure it because you are dead. And with Smuggler Surprise, honestly, this is the best way to basically go around it. Your opponent cannot really predict it. This is not, the most popular deck ever, so nobody's even expecting it, not considering it, and you are getting your, sacrifice 4 or 5 usually, because those creatures that are attacking you have a lot of power. I'm not even talking about hitting mono red when they pump something to like 12 power. Oh my god, this will be hilarious. So guys, before we go further, I want to say a huge thank you to our amazing Patreon supporters for allowing evil content like this to be made. So I mean, thank you from the bottom of my dark evil heart. And if you ever consider joining Patreon, this might be your day, because you can get the video dedicated to you or just get all the decks earlier than everyone else. And I mean, that's a big deal with the new set, like we will have some evil brews back there. So yeah, about the deck, I really enjoyed it. I think the Obliterator combo is really nice, especially that even if you don't get this crazy synergy, it's just a solid 5/5. It's not as power packed as Tyrant, of course, but if you just want to smork your opponent, it's just one less damage with trample, so you get still decent idea. And it's also like a mid-range value target, so you still have your biggest creatures, but also you have the new ones, and it triggers all the synergies with the Trailblazer, the Tyrant, and you can still flip Zendikar with one hit, so it actually synergizes with the deck pretty nice. The only difference is just you need to really go hard on black mana. Trailblazer can fix a little bit. Glimpse the Core cannot get black mana, so you need to be super skewed into the black, because some of your mana will be green anyway. So yeah, to be honest, I didn't have too much trouble with it. We usually were able to cast it. You don't really need it on curve always. You can cast it later. Most of the time you want to ramp, you want to remove something, and yeah, Smuggler Surprise is still the best way to use the card. So guys, I think you know everything. You've seen similar decks, but this twist is probably the most exciting and most fun. And honestly, with Tyrant, that is already super cool card to play with, and things like Virtue of Persistence that will always get those Obliterators back, and the chance of just seeing mono red dealing 12 damage to this, which is pure joy, and you know what happens in next 5 seconds. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow in the new set.